All right, good morning, Blue Jays Nation, and welcome to the Fall Education Days presented by IDC WorldSource. I'm Jonathan Dietrich, Head of Advisor Experience, and I'm thrilled to be your host for the next 2 days. Here at IDC Win, we are entirely focused on what matters to you, our trusted advisors. I realize that might sound nice as a tagline, but I can assure you it's truly part of our DNA. In fact, my biggest observation since joining this organization 3 months ago is just how much care and consideration every single staff member has for our advisors, and this event is no exception. Every aspect of the agenda is designed to help you grow your business, sharpen your thinking, and walk away with something actionable. We've brought together the top minds from across the industry to share insights that you can apply to your business right away. Please join me in welcoming our president, Chris Connolly, who will share updates on IDC Win's direction and how we're continuing to invest in your success. Chris, over to you.
Thanks for the great intro and the plug for the Blue Jays. That was a lot of fun to watch last night. Hopefully everyone did stay up a little late and caught that seventh inning. That was pretty exciting. So good morning, everyone. And first off, I just want to echo some of Jonathan's comments to thank you for joining us today and taking some of your valuable time with us. We've got a packed agenda ahead for you, and we're excited to be delivering such strong content together with our carrier partners. Secondly, want to thank you very sincerely for continuing to choose IDC Win as your partner. There are options out there, we're aware of that, and your choice to work with us is something special that we do not take for granted. We're grateful for your partnership, and we'll continue to work hard to deliver value to you. I've got some brief comments to start us off today around a few trends that we're keeping an eye on. Part of our role is to watch what's going on across the industry, anticipate what's coming, and be able to decipher important trends from the noise. You've got enough going on in your businesses in your day-to-day, so you can rely on us to help keep you current on what's going on across the industry. Firstly, overall sales trends are positive. Sales by premium are at historic highs and growing steadily in kind of that mid-single-digit percentage, which is good for the overall health of the industry. That said, there's been a bit of an underlying trend of less policies being sold, and you've no doubt heard about or read about the insurance coverage gap across Canadian families who need your help. That means to us that there is continued great opportunity for our advisors. We're starting to see this policy count trend reverse. And over last year and this year, policy count is up slightly from the previous year. And we're seeing that same trend across IDC. So we're hopeful that that trend can continue and just kind of indicate the health of the industry along with that premium growth. Secondly, regulation is a topic that could take up the entire morning today. It take up a lot of time. But just to summarize what's going on, regulators, and in particular FSRA here in Ontario, have begun to engage in our distribution space. They're coming at this from the perspective of consumer protection, fair treatment of consumers, which we can all likely agree is a good thing overall and for the long-term health of our business. But it's always going to be the execution that is tough and is tricky and where the rubber really hits the road. How we're starting to feel this is through proposed MGA licensing requirements that would go hand to hand with increased supervision requirements alongside carriers. The first proposal that was put out was too broad in how an MGA would be defined, but the good news is they've listened to our feedback and we're continuing to work together with the regulators to get this right. It's a very deep topic, it's full of opinions, full of different perspectives depending on where you lie across the value chain. But the good news is we as an industry are engaged with regulators and they're listening to our feedback. We're much better off in the long term engaging and contributing to the ultimate solution versus having it thrust on us. And lastly, this wouldn't necessarily be a trend, but more of a consistent thing, is that life insurance continues to be in that unique sold, not bought space, and it requires a human touch to be sold. Despite all the advances in technology, in data, in AI, consumer research and behavior show us that people still want to buy insurance from people. Direct-to-consumer plays are yet to truly make a difference in Canadian sales figures, and it's not that different in the US south of the border where they tend to be a little bit more advanced from us. We believe that technology can be an enabler for advisors, but it will never replace you and the impact that you make to Canadians. which continues to reinforce the importance of advice and organizations like ours that partner with and support advisors in delivering advice. So it's a really good validation of the work you do and how we're trying to help. Now, to move on and call out something that many of you will have noticed. This opening presentation is usually delivered by Phil Marcillo. And despite the strong resemblance, you will have noted that I am not Phil. There have been some changes at our firm recently at the leadership level, and we totally get it. Change can raise questions. It's natural to wonder what it means to you and for the relationships we built together. For some of you, your relationship with IDC could be decades long. Around the midpoint of this year, Phil and I split his duties as president and CEO. Phil remains with us in a CEO role, and along with Paul Brown, will continue to guide us and contribute at a high level strategically. Later this year, two legends of the business, Greg Osmak and Don Hart, will be retiring from IDC. These gentlemen have been integral in shaping IDC and making us the leading firm that we are today. And as a result of these changes, we've established a new leadership team to move us into the future with a mix of IDC veterans and added some new, but maybe familiar faces to the organization. Just to walk through it quickly, Jason Payne will lead up our distribution team, which includes our regional vice presidents, our business development executives, and our large case, advanced case help. Jazz Gill will work closely with Jason in a strategic accounts role, working with many of our key advisory firms and agency relationships. Margaret Line will continue to lead our operations area from coast to coast, and Adrian Legault will continue to head up our Quebec presence. It's always great when you can bring talent from the team within, and we've been able to do that through these changes. But it's also valuable to bring in new perspectives, which we've done with Jonathan, who you've just met, who will be leading up our advisor experience area, and with Ashley Roberts, who will be leading up our strategy area and working closely with all our leaders. But let me be really clear. While some of the faces may be different or in new roles, the heart of who we are and what we stand for has not changed and will not change. Our purpose remains the same: to support you, to help you grow your business, and to make sure you have access to the people, the tools, the products, and the support you need to serve your clients with confidence. We've built our reputation as a leading MGA not just because of what we offer, but because of how we operate, with integrity, responsiveness, and a deep respect for the work you do every day. That is not changing. We know we need to earn your trust every day, and our team aspires to continue to deliver what you need, when you need it, and in the way that resonates with you. And in fact, we plan to double down on this. We want to increase our focus on what matters to you, whether that's support when you need a hand, helping in any way we can when you work with carriers, guidance on technology, or just simply having someone on the other end of the phone when you need to talk to someone. We're listening and we're acting. Any changes we may contemplate are designed to make us better, not different from what you've become accustomed to. We want to continue to be better at supporting you, better at solving problems, better at helping you deliver to your clients. That said, don't be looking for any flashy announcements from us or a marketing campaign designed to tell you what others are saying about IDC Win. We will continue to lean into you at an individual level in the manner that resonates the most with you. We know the industry is evolving. Clients continue to expect more. Regulations are shifting. Products continue to be complex. Technology is moving faster than ever. But through all of that, we see our job is to make your life easier. And that's exactly what we are committed to doing. We're not just here to be another company you'd work with. We're here to be a true partner that adds value. And that means showing up consistently, investing in what works, and staying focused on you and your success. So yes, there's change, but there's also a lot of continuity. There's continued strength and industry leadership. And there's a team behind you that cares about you and is more committed than ever to helping you thrive. So just in closing, thank you for your trust, your partnership, and your belief in what we're building together. We're excited about what's ahead. We're proud to be on this journey with you and honored that you continue to choose us as your distribution partner. Thank you very much for your time this morning. Jonathan, back to you.
It's so great to hear about the trends we're observing, the optimism we have about the future of our organization and our advisor base, and where we're headed on our advisor first mission. So thank you for your comments. We appreciate it.
Jonathan,